Hello and welcome back to another episode of Digital Road Trip. My name is Wizzy here, you can also call me Wizzy, and today we are continuing our journey to Roanoke, Virginia. Now, of course, we left off here in Staunton, Virginia, looking at some fields. I think we had just gone through Staunton as well in the last episode when we left off, and now we're kind of working our way through the plains again. Well, I say plains, but more so the fields and everything like that. It is 80 miles to Roanoke, so I'm assuming it's gonna take us maybe 2 episodes, maybe one this week, and then get there next week? Maybe? I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, I am currently streaming this on Twitch. I know I've been mentioning that the last few weeks, but if you want to see this live a couple days before this goes up on YouTube, head on over to Twitch. I will have a link in the description below, so you know where to go. And I go live on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So, of course, now you know the place and time. It's for if you get the chance to. If not, then no worries, because, of course, I mean, one, you're watching this on YouTube right now, so you know it's going to come up on YouTube after the live stream. And two, I know not everyone can make it to the stream. I don't know why I did the 1 and 2, but whatever. I think I was going to say something else with it, but then I kind of forget what I wanted to say with it. Or I didn't know how to say it, but no matter. So as of right now of me in the live stream, it is currently 4:38 and we started this slightly after 4:35. So that means I am going to be going to about 5:05. That is when we are going to start winding this down. Got all these highways again. They just keep going back and forth, crisscrossing over 11, apparently. Looked like they had some construction or whatever that was going on the highway there. You got truck stops, it looks like, up here, or rest stops or whatever. I'd say that's kind of like a truck stop in a way, I guess. Typical large convenience stores off the highway exits. Place to stop, fill up, get some snacks. Especially if you're on a road trip heading somewhere. Or heading back from somewhere. So I'm just kind of enjoying the music right now. I think this is the first time we've heard this one. And I've been saying that, I think, quite a bit the last few episodes, or last couple episodes, about talking about the music, but once again, what is there to talk about when through this section? I mean, there's really not a whole lot to look at. For some reason, that kind of looks like it might have been like a small little diner, but then Again, it kind of looks like it might have been something else. But anyways, it looks like it's been empty for a while. Jenny Lou. Jenny Lou Lane. Got a railroad crossing up here or something? Oh, on that road there's a railroad crossing. Oh, I see. I was gonna say, I feel like... Well, we haven't crossed any railroad crossing, and usually they don't put those signs like too far in advance. Four miles to Interstate 81. Again. It's like what, the second or third time that we'll cross over 81 this episode? It hasn't even been that long. Maybe the second. But then again, it could be the third as well. Hard to say. So now, of course, once we get to Roanoke, I'll have to find a new location to head on to for a new destination. Of course, right now we're kind of working our way down towards Florida. That's my goal at the moment anyways. Let's kind of go towards Florida. Then from there, maybe somewhere else in the country. Maybe across over to California or something like that. We're just gonna go around the country, see different places. And of course, one thing about going through these routes too, and not so much the interstates, and I think I've mentioned it before, but these roads too, or these routes, it gives us a chance to look, explore more of the smaller towns in America. Whereas interstates, you kind of bypass a lot of the small towns. Of course, the U.S. routes, they don't always go through all the small, no, obviously through all the small towns. You have to go on some of the state routes or even back roads to get to some of the towns. But those towns will be even smaller. Well, you can still get some pretty small towns along these U.S. routes. Depending on what, well, I'm sure all states, I mean, you'll have small route or small towns along any U.S. route in any state. I was gonna say, I think some places it feels more so than others. It's like New England, especially like Vermont. Vermont doesn't have much for large town cities anyways. So, I mean, they're all basically small towns. Maine is kind of the same way. I mean, we do have a few cities. Of course, we have Portland, which is the largest. Bangor, I mean, compared to other states, Bangor, Portland would still be considered towns because of the size of the cities you have in the other states like New York, California, Texas, Florida. But then you get to other places like New England, Bangor, Portland, they're pretty large. I mean, Portland being largest, still only with like 68,000, 70,000 people. Bangor with like 33, 34,000. And that's the third largest in the state. Like I said, Vermont usually has even less than that for their larger cities. I mean, heck, Vermont's the only state where it doesn't have a McDonald's in its capital. In fact, that was one fact I think the fact that I had for the Vermont GeoGuessr challenge that I did, I think that's the fact that I used. And I think that's how I found out about that, too. So what town are we in? We are currently in Fairfield, Virginia. Heading right past the Fairfield General Store. These houses look old. They look like Civil War era houses. And more than likely, they probably are. Especially this one. I mean, well, it's kind of been added on, but all those houses there look really old. Like I said, I'm sure they are. There's the school. Pictures coming up. Get those pictures ready for the yearbooks. Now I want to know, for those of you that are currently watching, either on Twitch or on YouTube, did you get any yearbooks when you were in school? And if so, do you still have them? And how often did you get them? Did you get them every year, or did you just get one like your senior year in high school, or did you get one a few years and other years you didn't? I know me personally, when I was in grade school, ever since I was in, I went to kindergarten in a private school, and then I went to a public school, which was a K through 8 school. And from 1st grade to 8th grade there, every single year I got a yearbook. And then in high school, every single year I got a yearbook. And then when I got to college, I didn't realize they had yearbooks in college. Otherwise, I probably would have gotten them. But I think yearbooks is are a great way to kind of look back on what things were like back when you were in school, what you looked like, what your friends looked like. Because I know you have like highlights of certain things that happened that year as well. And of course you have all the clubs and everything in the back usually. And of course everybody signs your yearbook at the end of the year. Or when you get them. Well, usually you get them towards the end of the year anyways. But yeah, I know in high school it was cool. We could, not really customize them too much, but we put our names and like a few little logo things on them. So my school's mascot was the hawk, for high school anyways, and so I'd have my name on the cover, and for high school we had the hard-covered books. I'm sure all high schools do, but we had the hardcover books, so I had my name, I had a little picture of like a bird that looked basically like a hawk. I mean, it could have been like a falcon or an eagle or something like that, but anyway, so I have that, and then like the sports I did, like when I was on the golf team one year, I had the golf logo on it as well. Or since I'm big into bowling, here's the 81 again. But with me, I'm big into bowling. I'm sure you got, I don't know if I've mentioned that much, but anyways, I had that on my yearbooks as well. But all my grade school yearbooks, they were all paperback. So some of the old ones, especially like 1st, 2nd grade, are the covers are kind of tearing off. But yeah, I have them all stacked up, all in the order of the years I went. But anyway, so we got a rest stop, or truck stop there with NIHOP in it. I think next time I go down to Portland, though, go to IHOP. Haven't been there in a while. Fortunately, we don't have any up here in Bangor. I think I've mentioned about restaurants a lot too in previous episodes, where there's a lot of restaurants I wish we had. It's like we have a good selection right now, but I wish we had more. In fact, just the other day, went to... Normally I don't go to any of like the local downtown restaurants, but the other day I actually went to one of the restaurants downtown. It was it's called Blaze Pizza, and it was different. Pizza was actually pretty good though. It's a brick-fired oven pizza, whatever. And like I said, it was pretty good. First place I've ever been to that used paper straws though. Although, I kind of figured a place like that was gonna have or use paper straws. But then they had a peanut butter pie for dessert. And it was good, but it was rich. I couldn't finish the whole thing. Okay, can we get out of the bank, please? Thank you. Don't need to take out any deposits. Or withdrawals, rather. Deposits you're putting in, withdrawals is what you're taking out. Okay, let's go keep on US 11. So we're actually in Lexington right now, okay. I was gonna say, this seems like it's a pretty large area or city or whatever. 53 miles to Roanoke. When we started, it was 80. So we are, of course, on track to get there in the next episode. Currently our time is currently 4:53 Eastern. With me live streaming this / recording. Well, usually what I do is I just download the live stream and then clip these sections out and then upload that to YouTube. So what's going on right here? Business 11 through Lexington and just regular 11 south. No, we're gonna go business 11. Gonna follow the rat's truck. Rockbridge Area Transportation System. I was actually gonna say like Roanoke Area Transportation System, but of course we're not in Roanoke either, so we're near Roanoke. What is this? Is this some sort of school or college or something like that? Oh, it looks like it, doesn't it? Actually, yeah, I think it is. Got a small football stadium right here. Yeah, this is some sort of college or school. Cameron Hall. So more than likely, college. A new building going up right here. Probably like a basketball court or something like that. Basketball stadium. Arena. Sports complex. Something. What does this say? Parade of Painted Horses. May 5th, 11 a.m., Main Street, Lexington. Okay, so the road splits up here. A little park up there. actually think it's... We're just near for this building, whatever it is. War Memorial. So actually, yeah, it is a park. Downtown Lexington. Well, Historic District Lexington, rather. I mean, I suppose it could be downtown. No, I do not want to do that. Okay, let's keep going down this way. And not go down halfway down a side road. Okay, so we don't turn right, so 11 goes off this way. Comes two-way again. Bike route 76. Now we're getting into the high-class houses. Well, kind of, I guess. Some of these houses are high-class houses. No, I probably could have, ended here in Lexington, but I would have been ending a little soon, but not too bad. We'll find a good spot to stop, I guess, somewhere. Once again, once we're out of town. Which we are currently doing. So what was going on here again? Let's go back. That is not the sign I need. Okay, so 11 South is straight. So we are gonna go straight then. We are 51 miles to Roanoke. So next episode I think will be slightly longer. Maybe? Probably. Yeah, I just gotta go down a ways. Yeah, it's not 5 yet either. Well, it's just about 5. I mean, I was gonna say 5:05 anyways, is when I was gonna wrap this thing up. Oh, I just want to see something. Okay, so actually I should have put this song a little bit later, but that's fine. Because this is the song I like to usually do when I end. Or try to anyways. Well, I think it was going to take a little bit longer than I thought it was going to to get to a point where we can stop. Oh, actually, you know what? This could probably be a good spot to stop, so... You know what? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use this to stop, so... So that, of course, means... I don't know why... Okay, why we're doing that, but... Anyway, sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, like I said, this is where we're gonna stop. We're in Glasgow, Virginia, and next week we should be able to finish our journey to Roanoke. But anyways, once again, I do have a link to the Twitch channel in the description below. So you can head on over next Tuesday and check out the live stream at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm hoping to see you guys there. If not, once again, don't worry, because I will have these uploaded to YouTube afterwards. So anyways, that is just about going to do it for this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up. And of course, as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye!